Hey guys, welcome to Rafian's Teach Options Trading, and we are happy that you're here and you found us. We are a transparent group of mentors who will teach you how to read price action, um, understand the charts that you're looking at, apply technical analysis correctly, and manage risk so that every trade has a clear plan. So, just a quick disclaimer, everything on this channel is for educational purposes only, and this is not financial advice. And trading, it does involve risk, and you are responsible for your own decisions here. So, what I'm sharing here is the Nike chart on the weekly time frame. I've already drawn out a trend line here just to showcase what do you see when you open this chart. The first thing I see on here is that Nike is on a downward trend, which is pretty much means it's bearish to some extent. It's very bearish. Um, we can see on these areas that we had Nike, fail right there, fail right here. Um, The dotted line here is the 200-day SMA, and we can see it's clearly right here. At this point, it went below the 200 SMA. We can see Nike came along here, tried here one more time to surpass this trend line. It failed all over again. Uh, at this point in time, it tried again once here and it failed. Um, this is a trade that we got into. We got into some Nike 70 calls, and I'll explain to you why we got into the Nike 70 calls and why we did exit those Nike 70 calls. I'm going to discuss the risk management plan behind exiting this trade, why we exited it, and why we have been patient waiting to see if Nike can prove itself to us. And if not, we just leave we just leave this stock alone until it can prove to us what we want it to prove to us. So right here, still on the weekly time frame, I'm going to focus on this area that I put a box around here. So we can see Nike had a nice right here it dropped, did a V-shaped pattern recovery, went into consolidation right here. So we had this is 6 weeks. On the 7th week, popped right above this resistance area here, and that's the same place I have my key support area that Nike should have held, but it did not hold that area. So we can see here, and this is going through why we got into this trade. We can see right here, Nike held, had a nice consolidation here, price action pop all the way, crossed this resistance area here with a nice green candle, a nice volume right here. And we can see Nike pushed all the way up to the trend line again, got pushed back down. Classic downward trend. Now, let's look at what happened again. Fast forward, this this candle is for the 5th of Jan this year, 2026. We can see on this week, Nike had a nice green candle. We can see the volume here, not so much, but good volume for Nike compared to all this, where you can see compared to this. We can see this is a very nice volume candle, but hey, what happened? Pushed back down. So we had nice weeks of incoming volume here. This is a key area because it was kind of a consolidation happening, but it failed. So we can see here a nice consolidation candle, green candle, kind of lost momentum here slightly, back up, the volume a bit on the low side, but hey, what were we looking for this week? This week, we were looking for Nike to maintain this area. We were looking for Nike to not break this key support area here from the previous time. That is what we were looking for Nike to do. But hey, things happen. Nike did not do that. It broke a key support level, and see what happened. People continued selling their options contracts all the way. Nike right now is at $61.11. So when we entered this Nike 70 calls expiry for next year, January, we were wanting Nike to hold this and the following week to hold this. And if that continued holding, see a pop green candle surpass this next area of resistance, and we would know that Nike is going much higher. But that did not work. So just to backtrace, this is a thing that we teach in our group, effective risk management. Because if we didn't have effective risk management, we would still be in this trade, have this drawdown happening right here, and wondering to ourselves, where is Nike going to go? You don't know where it's going to go. It could potentially go back here. You don't know that because we are just retail traders. We are not money makers in any sense. Nike would have potentially gone back here where it was finding support. And let me just draw that line here. So it broke this key area. Nike would have gone here. If it failed here, it would have gone here. If it failed there, it would potentially come back to the 53, 54s. We don't know that, but that's the whole point of risk management. If a stock crosses a key support area to the downward side, it means you have to cut it. It's a loss. You have to cut it. And that happens when you're doing options trading. You have to have a clear cut. What is your stop loss? What is your profit target? You have to have those things in place before you get into a trade. You don't want to be making decisions while you are already in that trade, because what happens is that you have emotions. We all have emotions, even as traders. We all have emotions. And when you are in a trade, the emotions are much high skyrocketed because now, like you see Nike here, it's at $61 or 7 and 7 cents. So you have emotions, you're losing money, you don't know what to do. And that's the whole point, having a clear stop loss. If a stock goes ahead and drops below your key support area, it means you have to cut it. It's not proving itself to you in any way. It means you have to cut that loss and you move on. And we can see, excuse me, we can see that is exactly what is going on with Nike here. It dropped. Now people are selling because it crossed this. People are selling because now you don't know where smart money is trying to push the prices to. The prices could potentially come to this area where I have the red line. The prices could potentially come here. The price could potentially come all the way down here. You just don't know. And the key thing to be a successful trader is to know when to cut, when to hold. You cannot hold a losing trade because now you have this humongous drawdown that's hurting your portfolio, or the amount that you've put into buying the options contracts, and you have this huge drawdown and wondering how you're going to recover from that. And because you're already in that trade, you didn't stipulate where your stop loss is going to be, and now you're seeing all the money you're losing and now you're panicking. And that's the whole point of trading. You need to have effective stop loss profit targets, because things like this are going to happen. You're definitely going to have losing trades, because it's not just about the winning trades. You're definitely going to have losing trades, and that's just part of the game. The key point here that I keep on repeating is you have to know when to cut and you move on. Don't do revenge trading. Don't say, okay, let me come back into this. No, let the stock prove itself to you. How will Nike prove itself to us? Number one, this is a key area that Nike needs to come to. 66 area is where Nike needs to come to. It needs to come to this area, either surpass with a nice green high volume candle, maintain its support as you can see on my drawing here. It needs to come up, maintain support here so we can know, okay, buyers are in control at this area. If it comes up here, then you'll know your stop loss has to be here, because if it breaks that area again, this is going to be the same predicament that you're going to go through. So, Nike, what happens now? It has to come to this area with a nice green candle, have support at this area, adequate support, and you can see that by the volume candles or the volume bars, and have, once it has established a support right here, then you can know Nike is definitely going to the higher side. Until then, it is best to stay away from Nike, especially when you're a swing options trader, because you have the theta decay in options. You don't want to hold to losing trades too long. As a swing options trader, patience is a virtue. You have to wait for the stock to prove itself to you. Nike has to come back to this area, maintain this area as support, and then we will know for sure that Nike is going to go higher. Until then, we stay away from Nike, even if it has, who knows, good news coming in. It needs to maintain this area right here for us to know Nike is going much higher. So, guys, thank you so much. We welcome you to join our channel, our community here. We welcome you to subscribe, comment, share the channel with other people. We are out here to share education, to, to share this knowledge with more people so that we can have you yourself or other people, we can all be better traders at this. And like I said, we are very transparent in what we do. Like I said, we got into Nike calls. This was a loss. We cut it right when it crossed the 63 area. We cut this trade and we move on and we learn from it. So guys, thank you so much. That's all I wanted to share for today, and I'll go ahead and do more videos. If there's any stock you want me to um, go ahead and review, feel free to comment in the comment section. Tell me what you want me to review, and I'll make time to go ahead and do that. Other than that, guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching this, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.